Yo, what's going on, folks? It's me, Justin. It's time for the website case study for August of 2022. We're back. We're better than ever. That's not true. So some background information, of course, for the site. It was launched in January of 2020. I've said this so many times over the years. 10,000 words were published, and then it was quickly forgot about the website until July of 2020. And then started getting jiggy with it. Started placing orders for content, publishing much more, getting experimental, and making some scratch from it. So here's the lovely chart. Here's the chart. You notice on the side that the numbers, the actual dollars are taken out. And I think what I'm going to do moving forward is no longer record the numbers, but I will speak them. I will talk about them that way for a number of reasons. First, so people can't just go, okay, well, I know a site now. I know how much it's making, so I'm going to be able to jack his stuff. No, you got to tune in. You got to listen. And then I'll say exactly what those numbers are. And then also, to get people to just stick around. You got to stick around, watch more. So check this out. So by the numbers, only 7 new posts were published in August for a total of 516, with an additional 422 new unique words on the site. Unique being not like from a reusable block or rather, they could be a reusable block, but it doesn't count everywhere that your reusable block is at as unique text. So 422 new unique words, mostly introductions because I had the VA go in and create a few comparison posts that I just never got around to. Revenue was up 53%, like in entirety. That's great. I don't know if it's going to stick around. I'll kind of talk about that a little bit. I'll probably go back to the chart and just look at that. But let's see. Cracked that 50K page views in July, up 3,300. Additional 350 email subscribers for a total of 724 as of, September 1st or August 31st, one of the two. And this is after removing all like unsubscribes, all bounces. I get rid of them. I don't care. You're out. Pew. That's it. Didn't spend any money on new articles. About $500 for my VA and $70 on email software that is Active Campaign. So, as far as revenue goes, so as you can see, there's a huge spike, and it's less that things start working and more like we just had a small amount of people spend a lot of money, and I don't know if it's going to stick around. I don't know if it's going to be continuous. We'll really it's just a matter of waiting until we see at the end of the month. That's kind of the fun thing about this is, will it stay the same? Will it go up? Will it go down? We don't know. Stay tuned. That's about 38.5, 38.50 for August in total compared to July's 2,500 or so. So, yeah, really, really great. Let me just move my grape out the way. All right. So of course, it's email month. I want it to be email month. So some ideas as far as emails go. As you can see from this chart down here, like numbers are really great. Like open rates really well, click-through rates really well. You can't really look at the unsubscribe rate because again, I clear those out periodically, so they're not going to be accurate. I don't, if somebody unsubscribes is purely email, I'm not calling them, so there's no reason to keep them around. They don't want to be contacted. You're deleted. You're out. If you resubscribe at some point, great. Either way. So I mean, the emails that are being sent and the contacts that are staying around, they're working. They're doing well. But I need to do a few things as far as set up emails for like promoting products. If somebody, for whatever reason, Active Campaign and WooCommerce don't work together so well natively as far as tagging what people have purchased, or at least I haven't found a solution for this easily. So basically, like, hey, did they purchase product 1? No. Okay, well, after they leave the welcome sequence, they need to be added to this sequence for a drip, like a 4 or 5 email drip sequence to sell them product 1. Same with product 2, 3, 4, 5, 12, whatever. Go through and do that. That's kind of the number 1 here. Eventually, I don't know if we're going to do this month or get too deep into it, but I want to get into like so much segmentation that it's like if somebody goes to website.com/ is this fanny pack a good fanny pack? All right. Well, I'd want to create a segment where if they went to a URL with fanny pack in it, then they're added to this list. And then I can either sell them, send them a few emails talking about fanny pack selection and some great fanny packs. Basically moving things from just the website to now in an email, marketing system, we'll say. Because right now, as you can see, I think these are the only campaigns I've set up, and it's only 10 for the 17 emails that will be sent, like, period. We need to pump those numbers up. Those are rookie numbers. Again, building vertical based segments and sending some real targeted offers. The one thing that's holding me back from doing this is just the sheer volume, because I have so many like services and products that are being offered. It's not like top 10 Amazon products and I don't know what the fuck the products are. And I'm like individually part of all these programs, but there's so many that this is a huge undertaking. And I don't think that, it'll be accomplished within a month or two. So I guess moving on from that, strange transition here. I apologize. Let me move myself back in the middle. New vertical. This was let's see. So in May I started writing my own. In June I said, you know what, I'm tired of writing. I want to outsource, get my writers on board. So I spent $875 on articles. You write this. You write this. Right. And they did. So I wrote it, boom, 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 boom. It's starting to actually show some legs now. It's starting to say, okay, like we are indexed. This was literally 20 review type articles, comprehensive review of Fanny Pack A. And then I had my VA go in and take all those, make reusable blocks out of the important sections. How much does a Fanny Pack cost? How much or what are the features of it? Whatever, reusable blocks, combine them. I got videos about this, or I've talked about this previously, combining into versus articles where this fanny pack versus that fanny pack. And it's a quick introduction. It's a whole bunch of numbers thrown at you. And it's really up to the reader to determine which is better for them based on like just data, not here's the one I think is better. No, it's like, here's the numbers, here's the information, you determine which is better. So she did that. Probably about 210, I think, is what you can make from 20 comparison, or like from 20 reviews, you can make about 210 comparison posts, A versus B. Still need to go in and make alternatives to, fanny pack, alternatives to wallet, alternatives to blue light blocking glasses, all those kind of things. Probably do that here the next few days to weeks. And then we will be pretty much kaput with this vertical. Although I do have two more. I placed an order earlier this month for 2 more articles in the vertical. So those will come again. That'll be 2 more reviews, and then add on, what would that be, like 40 more A versus B posts, and they're getting indexed. I'd say out of the 230 or so posts in entirety from reviews and verse, I think as of today, or rather yesterday when I last checked, probably like 196 were actually indexed. So very good, very nice. They're still, on page 3 and 4, but they're moving up and they're making money already for not having really any traffic. This one vertical has made $212.32 as of, August 31st. It's already made like an extra maybe $60 that I can tell from offers for this month. So when you're looking at this, I think in entirety it was probably about $1,600 were spent on the content and my VA, not including my time writing. I don't really factor that in because it's largely irrelevant at this point. $1,600 on average from June, July, August. It made, I had these numbers once upon a time. Hold on a second. I can do this real quick. I don't know. Either way, if I were to sell the site as it is right now, the $1,600 investment would be recouped based on the additional value added to the bottom line as far as the last 35 or even last 45, or not last 6 or last 12 month average, and then a multiple of these, 35, 45, 50, what have you. So it's there, even if it makes $50 per month for, indefinitely, that's still added. It was still a worthwhile investment, we'll say. So that's good. So what I'm trying to get done in July, August, September, perhaps, I say perhaps now because I realize, hey, guess what? Probably not. Most of the stuff is not going to get done. I was on vacation most of August, out of town, I went to Idaho. So for emails, evergreen email sequence, that's got to be constant work in progress. Of course, I already talked about the email automation I want to set up. And then at some point, an email course to match the email opt-in. I have it like half mapped out. It's just a matter of actually getting in there and creating those emails. And they're not going to be like super long, maybe 300, 400 words a piece, but there's still going to be, 30 of them. So that's a considerable endeavor. Turn old ebooks into video courses. That really, honestly, that would take 2 days. It would take 2 days. It would take 1 day. Per product it'd be 1 day to do like a PowerPoint presentation, create that, and another day to record. Really, I don't know what's holding me back from that. Laziness. Create a sales page for every product. Probably not really going to do that until the video courses would be created. But even then, it's like, man, do they really need it? Like, we could send people directly to, or like through emails and blah, blah, blah. Or it's almost, it seems like, especially with how much they sell, maybe $70 to $100 per month. That might be a result of the lack of like sales pages and updating and all this stuff. But it's also might be like, hey, maybe people just don't want to spend money on this stuff. You know what I mean? And they do, but the vast majority don't. I'm just not going to rebuild the business directory site yet. I don't think it would take long, but it's just a matter of research and getting all that configuring and getting it actually working. And I have to use a third party, not a third party, but like I don't know how to describe it. I couldn't use PayPal or like Stripe as a payment processor. I would have to use a higher risk payment processor to create it. And it's pain in the ass because I get DMCA requests, even though it's all user submitted and user generated. Big old pain in the butt. So let's see. I got to move my grape again. So some insights, I guess, for the site as a whole. I finally crossed over the $100,000 valuation based on the last 6 month average monthly profit multiplied by 45. Assuming, I assume that would be, there's not just like with the email list and recurring revenue and revenue not directly tied towards SEO and traffic. It's adds on top of each other. I imagine I could probably get a pretty decent multiplier for the site. So another thing that was really cool was Vertical 1 earned more than Vertical 2 in August. I have all these broken down finally, like by vertical in my spreadsheet, my little tracker. So I can see exactly how much each vertical has earned every month. And yeah, I think with this one guy to come on, or not one guy, but this group of people on one platform that just like started making it hail. We're Vertical 1 finally earned more than Vertical 2 for the first month ever. Granted, overall, Vertical 2 has earned about double this year as a Vertical 1. It is, just this last month, Vertical 1 just over doubled in earnings, which is great. And I already talked about this, how basically the investment in Vertical 3 is added to the bottom line if the site was sold. I got charts here. You can see, just did this up really quick in Excel, the expenses by revenue and profit, and comparing them. So I actually have the numbers. I'm cool saying this. So in 2020, invested about $970 in the site, made about $820. So we're down about 148. That was, that's with the actual not rounding up, 148.72. We were down that first year, which is okay because again, that was the first 6 months of being like real. In 2021, I also didn't spend a lot of money on the site, $1,061. That was, I can't remember exactly what that was. I think it was another large push of content, but it made $12,000 in 75 or 12,075 for an overall profit of a little bit more than $1,100, just like a butt hair over $11,000 rather, $11,000. So this year so far, of course, this is up to August, spent $3,500 and has made $18,000 and some change for almost a $15,000 profit at this point, 14,822.59. Now, this does not include this huge investment in content I just made like yesterday. Another $1,500 for a fourth vertical, in addition to an expansion of the first two verticals, or rather first, gosh, I need to start I need a chart in here that has each thing broken down by vertical as well. So an expansion of vertical 1, vertical 3, which will add more verse articles. I need to, again, make those alternative 2 articles as well. And then an expansion into a whole new vertical, which is going to be about, I think 30, maybe 32 kind of review style posts. And then about 1,200 words each. And we'll see if those start cooking up. Cause I looked at a bunch of these other, and doing my research, like what are all these other companies including their, reviews of these products, and they're pretty sparse. You know what I mean? Granted, I don't know if people are really looking for reviews of it. I imagine they are. Those people, there want to be other sites doing this, but it's like, man, I could probably do something here. Could probably do something. And then I got my sheet right here. I got like 12 additional verticals that I'm going to be targeting over the next 12, 15, 24 months. Again, most of them are things where, like, if people come on, they're probably staying on. They're industries where people spend a lot of money. It should be all right. We should be all right. We will be all right. We got anything else? Let's see. Yeah, I think we're kosher here. We're kosher here. We did all right. We did all right in August. We're gonna do all right in September. We're gonna do really great in December. Believe that.